What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another FIFA 20 video. EA have released 3 new things today. We're going to go through and talk about the 3 new things that they have released, and then we're going to talk a little bit about some things that I wish they would release. But first of all guys, we have got 2 new season objectives. The first one is the Real Madrid 4th kit. First is Los Blancos, win a match in any FUT mode using a Real Madrid player in your starting squad. Also gives you 400 XP. Number 2 is just play 4 matches in any FUT game mode. And number 3 is to score 8 goals in any FUT game mode. So probably these 2 here, play 4 and score 8, you'll do accidentally. And then Los Blancos you might have to work for, but also probably won't be too difficult to work for. So if you guys are enjoying the content, of course, you wouldn't mind dropping a thumbs up. It would be very much appreciated. Just the one thing about this kit is that this is a kit that is not free because you have to put your time into it, but you can just earn. And then they have the kit that is supposed to help raise awareness for, can you shut that door, Tobes? That is supposed to raise awareness for the like gay pride and such, the Rainbow Laces kit. You have to pay for it. You have to submit an SBC that will cost probably around like, I don't know, 3,000 coins, give or take. But it just blows my mind that that's like, if the Real Madrid kit was an SBC, I'd probably understand that if that wasn't. But I don't understand. That should just be given to everybody, because otherwise, how are you supposed to raise awareness if you don't want to waste your coins on a kit SBC, right? I think it was a bit stupid. But anyway, that's the first thing that they've given us in the game right there on offer. The second season objective that they've given us is an elite storyline, which I quite enjoy. You know, for the group reward, you get Prime Gold Players Pack and 600 XP. So, you know, straight away, just off those 2 objectives that they've given, you're able to pick up about 3,600 XP in total. So a Prime Gold Players Pack, and then a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack for winning 3 matches using a storyline player. A Gold Players Pack, assisting a goal in 3 separate squad battles on min professional difficulty using a storyline player. I assume, and this again is where I don't know how EA constantly get the little stuff wrong, man. But I think it's supposed to say assist a goal in 3 separate squad battles wins on minimum professional difficulty. But this company, as much money as they make and as many eyes as they have on their game, still miss the small stuff regularly. If they did it once in a blue moon, you'd be like, haha, you screwed up. Oh man, that's so funny for a company or so. When they do it regularly, you're kind of like, really guys, again, like, do you not have any quality control? Like, who didn't just read that and go, assist a goal in 3 separate squad battles on oh, you missed a word there, pal. Is that wins or games? You just missed that word. Just pop it back in, it's fine. But there you go. So assist a goal in 3 squad battles wins on minimum professional difficulty using a storyline player for a Gold Players Pack. And then play 8 rivals matches using a storyline player in your starting squad for a Jumbo Gold Pack. So 3 good packs here for not a lot of effort, and then a Prime Gold Pack for winning the whole set. I'm all for it. I'm a big fan of stuff like this. I wish there was more of it. And we're going to talk a little bit more about milestones and objectives in a second. And then the other thing that EA have given us is a new League SBC. You guys know full well, I've actually enjoyed the League SBCs so far. I think EA are doing a good job with League SBCs. Even though they haven't given the players high overall ratings, they've given them really nice boosts. And they have given us the Super League, aka the Turkish League. And the 2 players on offer are Arslan and Guilherme. Now, when I look at Guilherme, my honest response is, oh, another one. Another right midfielder, another winger with high pace, and then good dribbling, shooting and passing. I'm not really overly fussed. And then I look at Arslan and I think, do you know what? He is now one of 3 good CDM / box-to-box midfielders that EA have given alongside Battaglia and Tonali. I'm all for that. When we go and have a look at their in-game stats, with Guilherme, the first thing to note is that he is high-low work rates, which is very, very good in FIFA 20. There's a reason why players like Cristiano Ronaldo are always head and shoulders above, and that's because they just have all the right things in all the right places. High-low work rates are definitely one of those things this year that massively, massively favor attackers. So I'm a big fan of the high-low work rates. He's also got 4-star skill moves, which is great. He's got very good base pace and insane agility and balance off the jump. His physicals are quite nice with 86 stamina in there. And then, yeah, 4-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot for an attacker. It's okay. You know, you prefer to have 4-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves, me personally anyway, but 3-star, 4-star is okay. I don't think this card is so great. It's not bad. It's another Brazilian, but we already have Brazilian right mid in Hulk. We already have multiple right mids in the game in general, and so it would have been nicer if we had potentially got a left-sided player. Like who could they have taken from the left-hand side? They could have taken Ryan Babel. Would have been brilliant. He would have been real nice. El Hero Elia would have been real nice. Maybe this Nkudu card, he would have been real nice. Like a silver card boosted up massively. These kind of guys would have been nice. It didn't really have to be another right mid, but here we are. I think there's a couple of chem styles you could put on this guy. A Maestro would be very good. Well-rounded attacking stats. Really good shooting from range. Terrible shooting close range. Really good passing and really good dribbling. With everything else that comes with him is very nice. But I think the chem style for me would be the Deadeye chem style. Unbelievable shooting. Perfect short passing and great vision. The high agility and balance. The good stamina. The great pace. This is the kind of card that you will have great fun with up until that game where you face a guy who has Kantes, Hullits, Ronaldo's, Messi's. Against those top-end meta teams, this guy won't quite cut it. His reactions aren't quite good enough. His ball control isn't quite good enough. His 3-star weak foot will let him down. But in your regular champs games at a regular form or in division rivals, this card absolutely will cut it. This card is a good card, a real good card. So, I quite like that as far as the League SBC goes. And then the other card is Arslan. And I like this card not as much as the other two that are available, but I like it. 5'11", which is nice. 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, which is great for a centre midfielder. I much prefer the 4-star weak foot over the 4-star skill moves personally. Medium work rates is okay. Not ideal, but okay. His stamina is good. His aggression is great, which is good this year. And then his stats in general are good, other than reactions, right? This is a kind of card, maybe you put an anchor chem style on him. He's got good pace, well-rounded defending, well-rounded physical. I love the fact that his short passing is already 90. His vision's okay. His long passing is quite good at 86 as well. I don't think passing is an area of this card that you really need to improve on all that much. And you could also give him like a shadow and boost that pace up massively. And he is a good alternative. He's a good option that you could use in your team if you've got Turkish League players, if you've got icons, if you've got a Balak and you just want a German to link him to. Great. If EA release special German cards throughout the course of the year, like David Villa as a Spaniard, should I say, he links well to a lot of the other players that are picked up because he's Spanish. Now, in terms of Germans, we've got that Toni Kroos as a special card. We've got that Michael Ballack and that Miroslav Klose. We've got that Bastian Schweinsteiger and that Thomas Müller. We've got that Serge Gnabry and Mesut Ozil. Now, all of a sudden, you've actually got some players that you can link him to build a really well-rounded German squad. So I like the fact that the German guy's there, and then the Turkish League as well. There's not so many players in the Turkish League. You've just got the 2 League SBCs. Hopefully, we'll get like a flashback Quaresma at one stage or another. Hopefully we'll get some more informs and some other cards in general from the Turkish League. But in general, I quite like this Arslan card. You could give him the powerhouse to boost his passing up massively, boost his defensive up massively. He's got okay pace. But as I say, I think the one problem that we've got, or the one thing about this card specifically, is that the 2 other options from the minor leagues, Battaglia and Tonali, are just better. They're more well-rounded. They have better work rates. Skill moves and weak foot very similar. You've got 3-4, 3-4, and 3-4. So skill moves and weak foot are exactly the same. The pace is very, very similar on all of them. The dribbling is very similar. The defending and physical favors Tonali and Battaglia quite heavily. The passing doesn't, but Tonali it does. And I love Tonali. The Tonali card I think is good. But in terms of Battaglia, I actually think he's just got better in-game stats. They're far more well-rounded. Like if you look at the defending, it's better. If you look at the dribbling, even though he's got lower dribbling, it's the agility and balance that's what's lower. He's got much better ball control. Not ball control. Much better reactions. Better ball control by a bit. And they are just better rounded. But as I say, these 3 cards not from minor leagues, but Tonali and the 2 minor league, Battaglia and Arslan, I like them. I think it's better than last year. I like the fact that they've given these upgrades to these cards. Like, look at the difference from Tonali, man. Sorry, from Arslan. 10 passing, 13 physical, 10 defending, 9 dribbling, 11 pace, and 8 shooting. Brilliant. More of that. I literally would love to see more of it. I think EA are doing a really good job with that. So, in terms of the League SBCs, I'm a fan of what they've done there. You know, I look forward to using one or two of those in a squad built for something somewhere down the line here or there. And I think the packs in return right here aren't as bad as some of the other minor leagues. You know, a few of the other minor leagues are really heavily silver pack based. These ones are more mixed players pack based. So mixed players pack here, prime silver players pack, small gold players pack, small prime gold players pack. There's a few silver packs, but you'll see as we go through them here, it's mostly mixed players packs. Some of them Electrum players packs, some of them rare mixed players packs, some of them small, some of them not, you know. But just generally speaking, it's mostly rare mixed or mixed player packs, which I think is good. You know, obviously you're not getting a huge amount of golds in return, but you're giving yourself that chance, and then you can stack your club with bronze and silver cards, which is also really, really good. So the 3 things EA released today, generally happy with. Think they're pretty cool. The kit, the storyline objective again, and then the League SBC, I think is quite nice. The area of this game that I'd like to talk about just for a couple of minutes before we get out of here is this area right here, Milestones. EA do not do enough with this area of FIFA by a long way. I had a just a mock-up design made for a potential goal machine card. We called it Goal Machine Giroud. There could be 5 of this, 10 of this, you know, just loads of objectives based around this. And this is just a mock, right? So it's not something that you should be sitting there looking at thinking, oh my God, if they actually release this card, that would be terrible. It's just the idea of giving a card a massive boost, making it not unattainable, but not easy, and making the objectives themed to the player themselves. So scoring goals online and offline, assisting goals online and offline, and then score some of the objectives specifically with the player. So scoring goals with Giroud and getting assists with Giroud, and then some of the assists with the nation. So assist 100 goals online just with French players. Score 50 goals from outside the box with French players. Score 1,000 goals in any mode with French players. And when I tweeted this, it was met with a lot of joy. A lot of people saying, yes, this would be great. This would be amazing. You can see there 6.2k likes on the tweet. People just generally love the idea. A lot of people are like, oh my God, that's way too much for that Giroud card. But what I think people don't understand and don't interpret is that the milestone section is not something that is there to be achieved overnight or in a week. Like squad battles, 300 wins for the top milestone objective. Rivals, 300 wins. So just from squad battles, rivals, and champs, you need to accumulate 900 wins. That is not something that people are supposed to do overnight, right? And so I think if EA had a lot more stuff in here attributed to the card types that we have in the game, that would be incredible, because we have so many card types in FIFA. We have got icons, scream cards, Champions League cards, gold, silver, and bronze cards, informs, ones to watches, SBCs, flashbacks, player of the months, and what did I say? One to watch? I think ones to watch. Yeah, but with those SBC cards that have come out, how about having a milestone for SBC cards? So you come down here, you SBC player. Now, all of a sudden, you know, instead of Piemonte Calcio, it's score 100 goals. Score 100 goals with SBC cards in your starting lineup. Score 250 goals. Score 500 goals. Score 50 goals with Brazilian SBC players. We have Guilherme, we have Jonathan. Job done. Win 50 games with 4 or more SBC cards in your starting lineup. Win 20 rivals games with 5 or more SBC cards in your starting lineup. You know, win 30 squad battles games with on minimum professional difficulty with 2 SBC cards in your starting lineup. Get some assists. You guys know what I mean. And then as a group reward, have like a premium SBC card. So you guys remember last year, obviously we had prime icons and then prime icon moments where the card had like the trim. Does that make sense? So let me go back to FIFA 19 players real quick and show you guys what I mean. So for example, Pele, you see how in the middle it has the gold trim, and then his 98 version doesn't. It's a slightly different card type. All it is the gold trim, and it makes the world of difference on the card. Well, imagine now this Arslan card or the SBC card has a different shade trim down the middle as well as like a premium SBC card. And you get that from completing milestone objectives here. And again, make it some weird card. Make it Babel, and make it like a 94 rated Babel. And EA need to make it so the requirements aren't too easy to the point where everyone's running around with this card a week in, but also not too difficult to the point where it's going to take you 6 months to go and get it. But make it a card that would be fun to grind towards using the objective types. And then another one for ones to watches, and have a special ones to watch card, and maybe even a player pick ones to watch. So midfield powerhouses, maybe a Pogba ones to watch. Or who's like the best midfield powerhouse from the La Liga that didn't necessarily get a ones to watch card because they transfer. But I know Pogba's been at Man United for a while, and the ones to watch theme is a transfer player. But make it a card that just a ones to watch type card that would be fun to have, and you earn it by completing objectives with ones to watch cards. And then another setup where you earn objectives by completing flashback cards, and you earn like an insane flashback rated card. I don't know who would be a good flashback to have in this game. I can't even think of maybe even a flashback Pogba. Again, use him as an example. Back to the year Juventus he had that was insane, where he got that Team of the Year card, a 95 flashback Paul Pogba. But you have to complete a monster amount of objectives using flashback cards. And now all of a sudden, I've got use for these cards. And one of the primary things as well would be to do it with red informs. Give me a reason to want any inform type of red inform from Weekend League, because right now the team of the week is tragic. Yes, we've got Van Dijk. Yes, there's Immobile, who's okay. Yes, there's Carvajal, who's okay. But generally speaking, the team of the week is a dead thing. And the red informs accompanied with it are just worthless. So if all of a sudden you can get an insane special premium team of the week card from completing objectives with team of the week cards, I now have reason to play champs. I'm now excited to get elite and get that 3 inform pack in case I can just get any team of the week that can help me towards those objectives. And the same with the red informs. I'm now happy to take any red inform to try and fit him into a team to complete some. If there's, part of the red inform objective is to score goals with an Argentinian red inform or foot champions inform or whatever. Now all of a sudden I'm looking at this team of the week thinking, all right, who's there? Who can I take? Who's Argentinian? Oh, there's no Argentinian today. But if I manage to get that Arnautovic, there's an objective of scoring 50 goals with Austrian red informs or Champions League foot champions cards. So I'm going to take Arnautovic to help complete that area of the game. It just gives you a reason to play with cards, and it's really frustrating that there's not enough to do with all the different card variants other than get in rivals and play some games and get some wins with stupid requirements. I don't want that. I want to be able to enjoy every card that we come to complete and accomplish and achieve over the course of the game cycle. Give me reasons to play with these cards. Just my opinion on the objectives, of course. You guys may have a different opinion. If you do, that's absolutely fine. But this is going to be the end of the video for now. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.